That's it. I could always tell when like somebody's like chewing because it's to me. I hate to be talked to when there's something in my mouth. So if I'm talking to somebody and then they have something in their mouth, I'm like, and they feel obligated to give me a response at the exact same moment. So it just sounds like, and I'm like, oh man, you could have just waited, like, or you could have told me you were eating. I didn't need a response that quick.
If it's so good that I'm probably gonna end up like putting another one right in my mouth after I'm done chewing what I have in my mouth. So there is no waiting.
All right, let's get 10 seconds of silence. Hey, what's up? And welcome to another episode of the NerdHour podcast. We just previously had a conversation. It may not be called NerdHour for much longer, but
yeah,
we'll let you know.
That's facts.
Yeah, and then this is going to be one of the things we're testing out. So this is going to be like a 30 to 45 minute episode, an hour episode, maybe too long. So. Not much going on anyway.
Hi, people. I'm back.
Yeah, there was no episode last week. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. There was no episode last week. But, yeah, so the reason behind the rebranding, at least, is we don't want to be, or at least I felt like I didn't want to be tied down just to talk about nerd stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Mainly because there's like a ton of stuff going on that's not really video game related, and I don't want to be.
It makes it harder to like single it down on just one kind of news, you know what I mean?
And I don't want to be like one of those those YouTube channels that just start talking about like Twitch drama, YouTube drama stuff, because it's incredibly boring to me. Because they're like 90%. Every single time wrong, because they feel like they just speak from a place where they think they know people.
You don't really know. You never really know people.
But I wanted to talk about this because it's like everything that's popping in the environment, but in the climate of the internet in the world right now is the coronavirus, and tying it to video games a little bit. It's delaying some, and it actually might delay the Series X and the PS5.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Those are made overseas.
They're made in China. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. And let me double check, because I pulled up an article and it said China has shut down a lot of their manufacturing companies. So they might be, Microsoft and Sony might be affected by it. Animal Crossing has gotten delayed, and Ring Fit Adventure on the Nintendo Switch.
It's kind of scary when you think about it, though. You know what I mean? It's just, it started off as a problem. We're like, okay, we know this is a problem, but it's probably just gonna blow over in a couple of months or something. And then when shit starts getting delayed, you're like, oh shit, it's getting worse.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that you get.
Oh, okay. Just a quick correction. Sony and Microsoft have their consoles built in Taiwan, but since Taiwan is close to China, Taiwan has had multiple reported infections of the coronavirus. So,
wow,
that is a thing. But it's another thing. I don't know if you've heard, but the stock market crashed a couple days ago. I think it was like Monday or Tuesday.
I did not know that.
And it was out of fear of the coronavirus, because a lot of companies make their stuff in China, and since a lot of manufacturing plants got closed down and whatnot, like it was like, and then our president, right, hasn't came out and said anything to alleviate any, fear,
stress,
like just nothing. He said,
Damn.
"No, this is going to be." If I remember properly, he's like, "This is all going to blow over. It's going to be fine," and then it wasn't. Like, I think Coca-Cola, they do a lot of their stuff in China, so
yeah.
Like they're missing shipments on that. Japan is they canceled one of their, I forgot which one it is, but they canceled one of their big anime conventions because of the coronavirus.
That kind of makes sense though, you know what I mean? If you have like so much people in such a tight close space, and how many people would actually go on top of that? You know what I mean?
Japan,
knowing that the coronavirus.
Every otaku ever would go to the anime convention.
Even with the coronavirus at large, man.
I mean, it's canceled now, so it doesn't even matter. But
I'm just saying, if it was, bro, and in me personally, if I knew the coronavirus is out at large, my dude, as an otaku, I would just plant my butt at home, play video games until it blew over, and boarded off my doors and my windows.
Like, I was just sitting up there because, like, the anime convention got canceled, and then I don't know if you remember this, but this year, 2020, Japan was supposed to be the host, or is supposed to be the host of the Olympics this year. And
really?
The Olympic Committee said if Japan doesn't get a hold on the virus, like quarantine or like, if it's like too out of out of hand like China, they're just going to cancel the Olympics, which they might do anyway, because I forgot when the Olympics is supposed to be. I think it's like in May or something like that.
I don't know, man. I don't think they might be able to like put a hold on it, man. This thing's fucking spreading like crazy, man.
Yeah. There's some cases in California, Washington State, and Oregon now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those are like there've been like a few like small incidences, and like I don't remember why they happened in the U.S.
Oh yeah,
but this shit's scary, bro. This feels like it's a zombie takeover. That's what it feels like.
Well, I can't believe every stat that comes out, because China has been very quiet and have lied about a lot of or fabricated a lot of the stats on this virus. But this virus has killed less people than the flu has. Is what
it's because it's not a common virus. It's not
is what they've said, but it's it's weird because there's other reports that said it's killed more people than the flu. But you don't know who to believe. Either somebody's lying or they're all lying. We probably shouldn't have to worry about it.
And there was a doctor who actually like knew about it, like and he tried to warn people, and the government shut him up because they said he was spreading like false news or something like that.
Yeah.
It's
just weird. So it's very hard for me to believe like anything because nobody's like telling the truth. And even with like I think I heard that story that you're talking about. To me, very conspiracy theory, but it's the most believable theory that we have out right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I definitely can't believe these numbers of 31,000 confirmed infections and only 623 deaths. Granted, the people that have been dying, or at least reports that, the people that have died are older people, so their immune systems are weaker, and they probably have other health problems, so that the virus just attacks that and then kills them.
Yeah.
I think, but weird things. But you were telling me earlier that because of the virus, some anime has gotten postponed.
Yeah,
I was like, which
I
ones were
was
those?
noticing. Well, it's only one of them that I was able to pick. See, because I watch a couple of them when I'm about to
Mm-hmm.
sit down and watch some anime over the weekend, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I went to go watch a certain scientific railgun,
Oh,
and there
okay.
might be some others on the list too. And I looked right underneath it. They're like, "Hey, due to the coronavirus, we're like holding this off for like a week," and I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh yeah.
That was that wake up call for me to be like, "Oh shit, is
Dang.
that real?" I hear people talk about it, but we're like, it'll probably be under control. But when
I
my
see.
anime starts being held up, I'm like,
Yeah, I see delayed till March 20th on some guy's YouTube. And
Mm,
Misfit of the Demon King Academy also postponed.
yeah. I didn't even know they were bringing an anime out for that one. I love it. I've been reading the manga.
Yeah.
I hope it's not trash when it comes. Not because of coronavirus or anything. It makes it sound really bad. I just hope that the manga is as for Misfit of a Demon Academy. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
there we go. Made my point.
But yeah, I was just
Yeah.
thinking, I was like, it's weird because one, I wanted to go to Japan this year. I wanted to go sooner rather than later because one, the Olympics, and I know once the Olympics show up, it's going to be more expensive just to go to Japan. Because now I think you can get like
Yeah.
a round trip ticket close to like $800, if not cheaper than that. So I would like to go to Japan before that those prices hike. But I also know it's like super cheap right now because of the corona. But
I don't think it's worth it.
I'm not gonna risk that. No. That, and I want to.
Is the U.S. even letting people fly out over?
Yeah,
That's the thing.
Yeah, the U.S. is letting people leave. It's just not. They're being very cautious on who they let back in.
Yeah. But I feel like if I left and came back, they would quarantine the fuck out of me.
I mean, they'll test you.
Back.
They'll test you, and then if you show up, it's so stupid because the CDC had like some testing equipment that was faulty. It was giving out negative readings when people had the virus, but they've since then got it fixed. And then was weird about the virus is you can have no symptoms for 2 weeks and then out of nowhere symptoms. So it's like hard to trace or something like that. And I was like, wow.
Dude, it feels like some viruses, the shit that they do is like, yo, man, this shit was engineered to kill people. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird, bro. How you go 2 weeks and this thing's just hiding in your system? You know what I mean? We ain't gonna attack yet. We need to make sure he makes it back home so he can spread it out to as much people as possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the human body and just like infections and viruses in general are just so fucking weird how they act, man. It's kind of like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like back in the day, I feel like they would like immediately just attack. But I feel like in modern times, the viruses are like, we need to up our game so we can take as much victims as possible. Yeah. It's fucking weird, man. Yeah. It's fucking weird.
But
yeah.
But yeah, I want to go to. I want to kind of switch to like travel. I want to do like more traveling now that I'm like, into my mid 20s. I want to do more travel stuff, right?
Me too, bro. I've actually made a plan to leave and go to Japan in 2022. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. But
I might be leaving before you. But okay.
2022
is
what I have
either at the end of this year or middle of next year. That is my plan.
Yeah, maybe middle of next year for me with you.
But,
maybe.
because I don't
That's a
know
huge
if
place.
you looked up like what it would cost to go to Japan, because I've been like on a Japan like tourism kick.
Nah. I think last time I looked at it, it was probably about like $1,000 or $1,500 to get to Japan.
Well, not to get to, but like to
Round trip.
go chill like for a week and then come back.
Yeah.
Like all together,
no.
I looked it up and it was like somewhere like minimum, like the minimum amount of money is like somewhere between 2,000 to 2,500.
Mm-hmm.
And because me and our friend's girlfriend was talking about this, and she told me the $2,000 number, and because every video I looked up was like 4,000 to like comfortably, and I've been looking up. Okay, I know when you go, you have to land in Hokkaido Airport. If you land in the other one, like the other airport is fine. It's just the fact that the Hokkaido Airport is closer to Tokyo, so you could go straight from the airport to like an Airbnb or hotel or something like that. But the other one is like a 45-minute trip.
I just really want to go in those sleeping pods in Japan.
I do too. Like I was already talking about it. I was telling my friend, I was like, yo, dog, if we go, like, capsule hotels, like for real. Like we gotta go to a capsule hotel.
They're like soundproof and everything, man. I wonder if they have like a little small TV screen that you can just like
some
right above your head.
Yeah,
you can like turn it off when you go to sleep.
And it comes with headphones so that you're not bothering your other, like your people on the same pod, I guess, near your pod.
Right.
Yeah, there's like a little tiny TV. It's like weird, but I've seen other capsule hotels that's like more private. Yeah, and they're a little bit bigger, and I'm like, oh, those look nice too. They're just like, they look like a personalized room. Really? But it's like super small. It has like enough space to fit like a twin bed. You have like a table and stuff. Like those are like a little pods. But I don't know. Those are cool. They're a little bit more elegant than like the little cheap little hole in a wall.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, man. I don't want the small room, but I just really want to sleep in a pod.
I mean, my thing is, I don't care. Yeah. I'm not trying to sleep in the pod for like my entire stay. Like I would like to stay in like a traditional place and then or a hotel or something like that.
If it's cheaper than all the other options, give me the pod.
I mean, it's always going to be cheaper. It's definitely going to be cheaper. Well, I think the cheapest is a hostel. I actually think a hostel is the cheapest. But
what the hell's a hostel? Is that community living?
Yeah, it's community living. Yeah. And some places, some places like have the arrangement where you have to do like some type of work or something like that. In order to live there.
Those would be
like wake
those
up.
Those would be interesting.
Yeah, me, I don't want to do a hostel because I'm surrounded by people that I don't know. Like being in the hotel is fine, but like a hostel is like bunk beds. It's like a military barrack, right? So I just like
okay. I can see where you're coming from.
And then
I was saying where I was coming. Well, how I saw it was I'm surrounded by a bunch of Asian people, and I'm like, I don't speak Japanese, but I at least get to like mingle with some like Japanese people out there. That's how I was thinking about it.
When you probably staying at a hostel, you're probably going to be running into more other tourists, like other Americans, Australians, probably Europeans, and stuff like that. And probably not other Japanese people.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't see why a Japanese person that lives there would stay at a hostel unless that's what they can afford. Maybe down on your luck and type of situations. But
they students and they trying to make go to school. I don't know how if it is tuition expensive in Japan. That's the next thought that comes to my head.
I think if it is, I think it's still included. Like unlike here where where your room and board sometimes is and is not included. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
But there was another thing. I was telling our friend, I said, if I'm single by the time, because we always talked about this, like we talked about this last year, and I believe, and then it's like we all got to go, and I said, if I'm single, and by the time I get there, one of y'all got to take me to the red light district.
Wait, Japan has one?
Yes. I know.
What?
They have one. I am about it.
Yeah, I'm about it. I've been about it, honestly.
Yeah, I'm about it too. I've been about it. I'm about it. I knew about it before you even told me. Just because I asked don't mean nothing about it. But
that was part of like what I wanted to do for like my Vegas trip.
Oh, but that's illegal here in the
is
US. It? Yeah.
Oh yeah. My bad. I was thinking about Amsterdam. I spoke with my buddy.
Definitely Amsterdam as well.
Yeah.
But
oh my god.
There was another thing too, because they also have blowjob bars. Did you know that?
No.
They have those.
What?
You just like you pull up to a bar, you get a drink, and there is a lovely person underneath the counter where you're sitting and just goes to work. And
what? No way!
But I was like, bros, like just like for reals.
I've seen like game shows kind of like that. I don't remember. I've seen them where they have to like sing or something while they're getting a blowjob.
I don't know if that's a real show or if that's just like something you found on Pornhub.
I do not remember. It wasn't necessarily on like a porn website. It was just it was linked somewhere. Probably Discord. I probably saw it in. And like to see these guys trying to sing and like start squealing like little girls when it's that climax. It was funny to watch, but I'm more like I just naturally didn't assume Japan had things like that because how should I say they censor so much shit that you see in the US.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything is pixelated. There's pixelated nipples.
What was the reasoning for it? Yeah.
I think it's illegal to have like that stuff showing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so long as they pixelate it, it's okay. Everything, but hentai is pixelated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it gets to the point where I'm more like, okay, they probably obviously don't have anything like that. If something that small is like, pixelated and illegal,
and then like
there, they
me
would
going
have
to Japan, I just like I want to take pictures of like everything. Like I've have this. Oh, I don't have it bookmarked. I'm a bookmark this thing real quick. But there's like a thing of like, what is it like 25 things to do that you must absolutely do in Japan. Like, and half of them I already knew I wanted to go to, like, or I wanted to do anyway. I want to go eat ramen off rip.
Facts.
I wanted to go to the Studio Ghibli museum.
Oh snap! Yeah.
Definitely want to see a sumo match.
I
Mount
want
Fuji.
to go to Driftland.
Oh yeah. Was it? I wanted to go to the Fox Village because they do have Fox Villages. Mount Fuji.
Oh word?
Yeah. Shinto shrines, the Pokemon Center, the robot restaurant, the Mario Kart stuff. Like,
oh my god!
And I already knew, like, if nobody knows about Japan, like the Mario Kart tours, are ran illegally, and Nintendo knows about it, but they make so much money, they just pay off whatever Nintendo sues them for. Right?
Yo, that's legit. That's legit. That's like somebody over here constantly breaking the law and not caring because they have enough money to pay that shit off.
Right.
But, they get bailed every time, and they pay all the lawsuits.
But because you could also, like, on the Mario Kart tour, you can dress up as like one of your like favorite Mario Kart characters. They're like, you know, Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, Bowser, stuff like that. I think.
Yeah.
I said all day. I want to be Yoshi. Because I would just, if we can like speed and pass by people, I would just go, yo, Yoshi, and just like be about it. Like if there's a horn on it, Yoshi.
Oh my god!
Like they give you costumes to wear, just like, ooh.
I would love that, actually. That sounds like a good time. That's the one thing I don't want to travel alone. I want to experience something like that with friends. With at least one person, man. At least one person, dude. Yeah. It doesn't make sense for me to be sitting and explaining it to people by myself. I want it to be like, we're both excited, and we're like, we're explaining it to somebody who just like... And Greg was in a Princess Peach outfit, and his Scott on the tire. He flipped off. It was fucking crazy. I wanted to hear some shit like that.
But yeah, I was like stuff like that, and I definitely want to go to like some Shinto shrines and stuff like that.
Facts. I've seen way too much of them like depicted in anime and like some movies for me to not want to actually want to go. I want to just breathe in the culture, just absorb it. You know what I mean? And just be one of the few weebs that can be like, yeah, I've been to Japan. Shit was dope.
Dude, the robot restaurant. Have you seen like stuff with the robot restaurant?
No, I haven't.
If you get time later, look up the robot restaurant. It's like I can't explain it. It's like a mess of colors and like storytelling. It's like very out there, and like as a foreigner, I have no idea what's going on. But like, it's amazing looking.
This looks crazy, and there's a lot of hot women.
But it's like, I'm like, yo, this like would be so dope to do. Like, I'm just like so ready for Tokyo. You just don't even know. I know going to Amsterdam is cheaper. Like, if I was like just going to go to Tokyo for the red light district, I would just go to Amsterdam because it's way cheaper.
I want to go.
That would be the only reason why I would go to Amsterdam anyway. You know.
I want to go see some beautiful Asian women, bro.
I mean, you can do that here too, but
I feel like you got to look for them when you come here. You know what I mean?
You ain't gotta look that hard. Just go to any college. Just go to any college and they walking around.
Well, you're not lying. There was this one girl that I seen in my class. Until this day, I regret not going up and talking to her. My God, bro, it's a weird situation, right? Because like my taste, like the thicker side. You know, I mean, I love girls who are like thick, big, like something on the chest. You know, what I mean, I like that, right? But I seen this girl of those, but my God, she had like amazing, sexy looking legs, and just something about her was just like alluring to me. You know what I mean? And I was like, I want to go talk to her. But I couldn't bring myself to go over and talk to her, man. I was so, till this day, I was like, man, I should have just want to talk to her. She was amazing, bro. God. And I feel like she probably caught on to that I wanted. It was probably waiting for me to, but I never did. And I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have went over. The fact of not knowing kills me every time. But yeah, I would love to like. Yeah, I would love to go to like red light district or like fucking robot. I just want to go to Japan and shit. I want to let you make all the plans. 2 or 3 I want to add on to there.
Yeah. I was telling our friend, I was like, if we go, I'm cool with like whatever, because I just want to be in the moment. Mm-hmm. But I said, if anything, there are like 2-3 places that we have to go to. I said 1. I said Shinto shrines. 2, the Pokemon Center, and 3, Mount Fuji. Anything else in between, and then in my head I'm adding like the secret 4th red light district. But but like anything else in between, I don't care as long as I'm having fun. But I also said I want to go to those, because I don't care about maid cafes, but I want to go to their animal cafes. They have like owl cafes, cat cafes, Shiba cafes, where you just have actual pets in. Yeah, you just like, there's a Shiba cafe where you just go in. You get like coffee, tea, you sit down, it's like a chill environment, and then there's just Shibas walking around, and you can just pet the Shibas.
Oh my god, that sounds cute as fuck.
And then there's an owl cafe, similar concept, except for you can't really do too much with the owls, because they'll mess around and like peck at your hand or claw the crap out of you, but you're in the presence of owls. Like the most Mr. Whoop, whoop, turn my head 360. Whoop, like wisdom.
Like, my name is Greg. You'll be like, who? I just want a customer to walk in. They're like, do you know who I am? Oh shit! Yeah, man, that'll be dope. I actually want to just go pet the maid cafe girls. To be honest,
you can't touch the maid cafe girls. Like, it's just like going to a strip club. You cannot touch. No touch. Like, what you saw in the anime does not exist in real life.
I know it was gonna be. I was gonna ask. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, may I give you head pats? Harmless head pats. Can I read? And if I'm like, awesome head pats. If they're like, no, I'm like, okay, I give up.
Like, I forget the name of it. There's like one maid cafe where they ask you for your name, and then they say your name. So it's like Greg Sama or something like that. They'll just throw the Lord honorific on top of it.
Yeah.
But I feel like you would be the one to write One-san on it. So they'll just call you One-san, and you be like, ooh, I feel it in my jimmies. Ooh.
Oni-chan. Okay.
Nah, you have to add the san. You ain't finna go Oni-chan, because that's like little brother. Unless you into the little brother stuff.
Oni-san, I think. Oni-san is brother. Oni is brother.
Yeah.
One is sister.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I was trying to get at.
Well, you added the chan at the end. The chan and san is what makes the difference.
Oh yeah.
Chan is like little, and then san is like, I respect you, you older.
Facts, san. I like being the big spoon, so san. I like being a san.
It's like, yeah, san, yeah, san it up. Or you can just call me Greg Sama, you know.
Go to Sama.
Wow. But
oh god, that would be
such
a dope. Oh god. But yeah,
I like how
you've been like reading. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I like how Japan is like the first place I want to go. Like Hawaii is like a second, but and Hawaii is part of the U.S. But I want to go to Japan. I'm like,
Yeah. To be honest, Japan is like the highlight of where I want to go. Oh yeah, yeah. I was watching a video and it was like what Japan girls think of like dating a Western guy.
Oh yeah, I think
You
I
know
saw
what I
that
mean?
video and I just get past it. I was like, I don't
I
care.
watched it. I watched it. It was super interesting. Most of them were down, my dude. They say they liked it because Western guys are way more affectionate than guys that they have out in Japan.
Right.
They think they're really sweet. There's a girl out there, bro. She looked like she was straight out of a Catholic school, but I don't know. Listen to her talk, bro. I'm like, yo, she is straight up a little freak.
Wow.
She was gorgeous, and the funny thing is, bro, like she looked really cute, but she was like nerdy cute. She was extremely cute, but like really nerdy cute. So she had the big old glasses and whatnot. I'm like, wow, you're like you're really fucking gorgeous. And she was all like, aren't you gonna be afraid of like some of the macho freaking guys that are just freaking huge? It's like, no, I like that. I think the macho-ness is sexy. I'm like, oh, okay, you're a little freak.
Wow.
But yeah, listening to all of them talk about it, man, most of them are down. I think the biggest issue for most of the Asian women that they interviewed in general, they didn't like they said the language barrier might be like one of the biggest things. And another thing was religion. And also one of them was like, one of them was like, yo, if they bring their shoes into the house, that's a big no.
I was about to say, are you trying to go to Japan and pick up a chick and like trying to bring her back? And it's like, hey, I know there's a language barrier, but like, we could try to make it work. Yes. I'll learn. And if you Buddhist, I'm Buddhist, baby. You know.
Probably not. I'll probably still keep my current stance on how I feel about religion and stuff right now. Yeah. But I would for sure not give a fuck about a language barrier. I mean, I could leave my shoes at the front of the house. Mm-hmm. She could just smack me on the back of the head when I forget. Which is going to be all the fucking time.
It's actually not that hard to break that habit. I've been doing it for the past couple of years. It's like not hard to just kick off your shoes the moment you walk in. it's like,
well, here's the problem I have, right?
Yeah.
I kick off my shoes already when I like kind of walk in, mm-hmm. right? Because I like to leave my shoes in a specific place. The issue is my sandals, right? Mm-hmm. When I'm leaving, when I gotta walk outside to grab the trash or like go do something outside real quick, I don't ever think to like flip my sandals off. Those are just house shoes for me, you know what I mean? But I do everything.
Yeah. Well, because I have my sandals and I have my shoes at the door. So when I'm like taking out the trash, I slide on my sandals. When I come back in, I take them off. Because I walk barefoot in the house anyway. I don't like wearing like shoes inside the house. It just doesn't feel comfortable to me. I feel like I'm finna go somewhere. Yeah. So
most of my time at home feels like without it, but recently, like especially if it's like a little chilly out, if I just wake up, my body feels like it's like down to 30 degrees or some shit. So I usually have my sandals on because I'm like wary of being sick when I go onto like concrete, like the kitchen or the bathroom, places that doesn't have carpet and whatnot.
That's why you got built them calluses like I got on, bruh. 2-inch thick, not a nail finna penetrate. Yeah, I got rough feet.
I mean, I'm not down for calluses. Maybe on my hand, which is weird though, right? I'm down to get them on my hand and just not to get them on my feet. Is that weird?
I had like, it was like one time where my calluses on my feet were like super thick. And then like I was like, I gotta do something about this. I'm okay with a little bit of callus on my feet, but I'm not okay with like a whole armor plate. You know what I'm saying? So like, so I had to like exfoliate, do all that stuff, get it like down a little bit. Now I'm at a happy zone with them right now, so it's cool. But
Don out here reflecting bullets with his feet.
Bruh, I stepped on a nail and it didn't penetrate. Like it went through the skin, but it didn't get to the meat. So I was like,
oh my god.
I said, this isn't cool. I was like, I appreciate you for having my back, but too thick. Like way too thick. Right, I feel like that should be a good place to end the podcast anyway.
Okay.
Thank you guys for listening. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yes, next week I want to talk about World Trigger. Oh my god.
Okay.
It's so good.
All right, we'll talk about World Trigger next week. All right, thank you guys for listening. And sorry there was a break last week, but we back now. So if you are so inclined, please follow us on all of our social medias. Everything is in the description. As always, leave a comment. I saw that there was some comments on the last podcast where we talked about Harley Quinn. I appreciate that, and I responded to you.
Y'all.
I hope if I didn't like the comment. So
you get emails about it when somebody comments?
No, I muted those emails, but I'm always logged into the YouTube thing, and that's where we had got the comments. So
okay.
I saw the notifications when I was on YouTube. Anyway,
let's go.
See you guys on all those things, and peace.